ask that you remain standing for our national anthem, performed this evening by our heritage singers.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may now be seated. Good evening. On behalf of the 44th graduating class of Shawnee Mission South High School, I want to extend a warm welcome to all the families, friends, and teachers to the commencement ceremonies of the Shawnee Mission South graduating class of 2010. I would also like to thank our teachers, families, and friends. Without your constant support and leadership, we would not be here tonight. This is not only a recognition of our accomplishments, but a tribute to your guidance. Class of 2010, we have been a very successful class. Together, we have 23 all-league athletic selections and 11 all-state. We also participated in winning a state title in track. And as seniors in boys basketball, football, soccer, cross country, and track, we swept Shawnee Mission East. As a class, we have 44 all-district selections for music and 21 all-state selections, and have made our theater department award-winning. We also continued the tradition of academic excellence at South. Acadec won state for the umpteenth straight year. We are also the last senior class of Mr. Malone, Dr. Roper, Mr. Metter, Mrs. Barber, Mrs. Wood, Mrs. Milroy, and Mrs. Ibrahim. Guess we were the final straw. To our class, make sure and use this opportunity to ask for money. Just kidding, Mom and Dad. But seriously, make sure and appreciate this night. Take a moment to step back and think about what has gotten you here. All the late nights and early mornings for athletics, the arts, and academics. This is a celebration of all our work these past 12 years. We have put everything we have into school, and it has all led up to this. So make sure and enjoy this, and as we close a large chapter of our lives, thank those who have helped get here. Without them, we would only be shadows of who we are. In conclusion, enjoy this moment as we are gathered here together for the last time as a class. It is my honor and privilege on behalf of this outstanding class to welcome all of you to the Shawnee Mission South High School's Class of 2010 commencement ceremony.
Good evening. I am Dr. Joe Gilhouse, principal of Shawnee Mission South High School, and it is my pleasure to welcome students, parents, faculty, and honored guests to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2010. This is a special evening for the 44th graduating class of Shawnee Mission South. This ceremony is indicative of the high regard that we hold for the class of 2010 and all that they have accomplished. The welcome address this evening was given by Tom Bolton, son of Susan and John Bolton. Thank you, Tom. At this time, I would like to introduce the special guests on stage with me. Mrs. Deb Zila, Shawnee Mission Board of Education, representing the South area. Mr. Larry Wynn, Shawnee Mission Board of Education, at-large representative. Dr. Craig Denny, Shawnee Mission Board of Education, representing the West area. Dr. Gene Johnson, Superintendent, Shawnee Mission Public Schools. Mr. Bill Frick, Associate Superintendent, Shawnee Mission Public Schools. Mr. Bill Stigmeyer, Associate Principal, Shawnee Mission South. Mrs. Cherry Hannon, Associate Principal, Shawnee Mission South. Mr. Ryan Fleury, Associate Principal, Shawnee Mission South. Mr. John Johnson, Athletic Director, Shawnee Mission South. Mr. Randy Gray, Shawnee Mission South Faculty. Mr. Nico Platko, Shawnee Mission South Faculty. And Mrs. Pam Schaff, Shawnee Mission Faculty. Randy, Nico, and Pam were selected to be readers by this year's graduation committee. At this time, I am pleased to introduce Stephanie Morrow, daughter of Kimberly and Thomas Morrow, who will deliver the oration to the class of 2010.
Congratulations, class of 2010. It is with great honor and pleasure that I stand before you today, amongst our teachers, peers, and family members. I am truly humbled, and I can say with much enthusiasm that a sea of green never looked so good. 4 years ago, I stood before this very graduating class to give a speech for student council elections. I was so shy and nervous that I shook with a terror that could be seen from the back of the gymnasium bleachers. As freshmen, we all started out shy and nervous for the journey ahead, but we all climbed the ladder of seniority. That is why today I, like all of you, am confident and strong, having found my way, just as you have, through the halls and rigors of high school, a feat I am proud to say was accomplished at Shawnee Mission South. As I came near the end of my senior year, a close mentor shared with me that life is about finding things. And to me, finding implies searching. We have all searched and found numerous things within these last 4 years. We have had to find our locker on the first day of freshman year and a way to make it from the gym all the way to Mrs. Mesh's room on the bottom floor in 5 minutes. And remember, that was before we had music on the intercom. We have all undoubtedly had to find countless ideas for papers and assignments, like our senior papers, and thank goodness that one's over, and even find excuses if those papers and assignments were not turned in on time. We've had to find outfits for Pajama Day, Ninja Day, Career Day, Tacky Sweater Day, Pirate Day, and pretty much every Spirit Day. We've had to find retro wear for Time Warp, formal wear for prom, and even the most unique Halloween costume to win the KSMS contest. We've had to find extra spare cash to buy a class t-shirt, a rock, paper, scissors entry, or a ticket to the talent show. That would ultimately get us out of 7th hour. We've also had to find dates to homecoming, WPA, and prom, and then find new creative ways to dance with our dates instead of gyrating. We've had to find a frame to put our first paychecks into, countless friends to cheer with when the basketball team made it to the state tournament, and mentors that would push our intellectual abilities. But when I really contemplate my mentor's message, I believe we have had to find ourselves. This is a hard thing to achieve, and I can honestly say that I am still searching. Sometimes I still feel like the quivering freshman. Only I'm not standing before a group of people. I'm standing before the unknown future. It is because of this I would like to share with you pieces of advice about finding things. First, as we've all heard before, find something you are passionate about. I have seen academic passions lead to state, debate, and forensics titles in this graduating class. I have seen 10 academic championships, the emergence of categories, and high test scores. I have seen athletes run faster, throw farther, swing harder, create personal records, and even when transitioning to a new coach, like Coach Wanamaker in track, Coach McFall in basketball, and Coach Claypool in football, athletes have pushed themselves to the limit. I have seen how our school's passion for helping others duct taped Dr. Gillhouse to the the cafeteria wall, woke students in the chill of the morning for the coalition walk, placed Mr. Stigmeyer, Mr. Flurry, and Dr. Gillhouse in high heels, gave Mr. Baranowski a mohawk, Miss Disler a pie in the face, and led our senior boys in synchronized dance at the American pageant. I have witnessed musicians play with experts like Mark Wood or pay tributes to bands like the Beatles. I have also seen artists expand their range of media and conceptual ability, and actors perform in musicals like Sweeney Todd. But while some may and may not have found passions at South, I encourage you to seek or continue something in the future you are truly passionate about, and realize that those passions may change. This gives you a strong sense of purpose, and it is an important part of happiness that leads to a rich and fulfilling life. To discover this, you need to be honest with yourself, observant, and make the most of every situation. The second piece of advice I would like to share comes from Marissa Mayers, a senior vice president of Google Corporation, who said, "Find allies, not adorers." Don't get me wrong, adoration is great. Who doesn't love the subtle head nod or a compliment that says, "You're looking good"? But as we move on in life, new friends, connections, and social circles will emerge, and we can choose to surround ourselves with allies or just adorers. An adorer will always point out what you do well. They will always make you feel good about yourself, and therefore they are very easy to be around. But the downside is, adorers will never tell you when they think you are screwing up, misprioritizing, or making a big mistake. Allies, on the other hand, will adore you. They will tell you when you are doing something well, but they will also be honest with you and tell you when they don't think you're living up to your full potential. It is at this time I would like to stop and thank our biggest allies of all, our teachers, coaches, friends, and family members. Teachers, you were there for us after school to answer any and all questions. Coaches, you pushed us to stay 15 minutes after practice to work on a skill set we just about had right. Fellow classmates, you were there for the social and comic relief when we needed to relax, and shared the toils and pains of academia. Family members, you were our support when the going got rough and guided us through. Fellow graduates, will you please join me in a round of applause to thank this group of very special allies. As Marissa Mayers encourages me, I would like to encourage this class of 2010 to make allies in the future, but also stay grounded in the allies you have today. The final piece of advice I would like to share comes from a teacher we have all come to know or recognize. It was Mr. Gatewood in his "This I Believe" speech who said, "Our future is a blank white page ready to be filled with ink and dreams. Our life is simply the story of our own choosing." So, I would like to encourage you to find the story that is right for you. Mr. Gatewood also said, "The only narrative we have is the one we create. It is the only thing we know." We are all about to embark on a journey that is nothing like we have ever known, a new chapter. Some will travel across the country, across the ocean, and some may stay closer to home to attend college, enter the workforce, join the military, or maybe provide a service to those in great need. And with this new chapter, we must find the courage to do something we may not be ready to do. But that's what makes it an adventure, right? plunging into the unknown. Expect bang-ups and hang-ups, Dr. Seuss tells us in his book, Oh, the Places You'll Go. After all, no story is without conflict, and Dr. Seuss encourages us by saying that no matter what, we will find our bright places. The best stories we have are the ones we write ourselves, and this moment, graduation, is a pivotal scene within our stories. Class of 2010, you are stellar. Looking around, I see future leaders, parents, entrepreneurs, soldiers, politicians, athletes, musicians, artists, teachers, and all around greatness. Shawnee Mission South has instilled in us the principles of success, and for that I am very grateful. Seniors, these past 4 years have been very special, and I am so glad to have shared them with you. We are all about to turn the final pages of this chapter, the final pages we will all share together. As we walk across this stage, we turn a page. As we get on the bus to project graduation, we turn a page. As we get in our cars, alone or with friends, on the ride home, we turn a page. And tomorrow, as we open our eyes to a new day, we will begin the new chapter. It is a cliffhanger, if you will, for we do not know what the future holds. 10 chapters down the line, where will you be? Where do you see yourself? I wish you all the best in finding your own stories and look forward to hearing them in the future. At our 10-year reunion, or who knows, maybe an unexpected street corner. Now, before we walk across this stage together, I would like to end with the wonderful words of Dr. Seuss, a man who found many things and whose words from the book, Oh, the Places You'll Go, ring true to the chapter we are all about to begin. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the ones who will decide where to go. Thank you.
On behalf of Shawnee Mission South High School, I wish to thank Stephanie for her message to the class. Ariane Moore, daughter of Shannon and Jai Moore, will now present a special message to the parents of the class of 2010.
Good evening, my fellow classmates, distinguished guests, friends, family, faculty, and parents. First and foremost, congratulations to the senior class of 2010. We made it. It has been a long journey to have made it up to this day, but finally it is the end of all the high school drama and our favorite thing that we will miss dearly, Parent Connect. As we sit here tonight waiting to receive our diploma and to shake our beloved principal, Dr. Gilhouse's hand, let us all think about the people that made this journey possible. The people who encouraged us and had our backs no matter the challenge. For some of you, it is an uncle, aunt, sister, brother, or even a grandparent. But for most of us, it is our parents. How do we thank our parents for all the outstanding things they do? Let's start from the beginning. From the first time they held our hands as we nervously went into our kindergarten class with our oversized Barney backpack, light-up Velcro shoes, and tears in our eyes, holding on to them for dear life, begging them not to leave. You took us to countless elementary skating parties, ice cream socials, and attended plays, dance recitals, and sport games. You made sure to always make us feel special in everything, even if we weren't the star player. Then came middle school with new friends, pimples, braces, and those awkward stages we oh so loved. There was a new type of drama in our lives, and our parents were there for us. They were there with a listening ear, a hug if we needed it, and a shoulder to cry on. When we began the difficult years of high school, you started to shape and mold us into the adults who stand before you today, enforcing your new laws such as curfews, grade checks, and making us get jobs. You showed us that we have to work hard for what we want in life, and things aren't just handed to us. You picked us up and dropped us off at numerous sports events, dances, the mall, and the movies. Through all the pickups and drop-offs, we finally turned 16. the glory age when we were finally able to drive. You are always here for the long nights of us crying to you about our breakups and crushes that did not crush back. From an early age, you instilled in us that our dreams can become a reality. You have been our biggest cheerleader and #1 fan. So as we start a new journey and make our lives our own, we will be thinking of you no matter where our life takes us. As we leave, let your tears be happy, not sad, because you raised a person who can stand tall and handle life changes. You have installed in us goals, purpose, and most of all, your love that will always be carried in our hearts. So Mom and Dad, thank you for always supporting us and loving us unconditionally. We could not have done it without you. To my senior class, please give a round of applause to our magnificent parents. Thank you.
Thank you, Ariane. One of the most significant factors in the success of any school is the quality and level of achievement of its student body. With that in mind, as we reflect upon the achievements of the class of 2010, we find ample reason to be proud. I would like to list a few of this class's accomplishments. 4 members of this class were named Governor's Scholars. 2 members of this class were named National Merit Finalists. 5 members of this class were named National Merit Commended Students. 38 members of this class, by virtue of their excellent performance on the ACT test, have been named Kansas State Scholars by the Kansas Board of Regents. 89 members of this class have been named recipients of the President's Education Award based upon high school grades and standardized tests. 44 members of this class have qualified for 4-year scholarship pins. 27 members of this class have qualified as a Kansas ACT Scholars, scoring 32 or above on the ACT. Colleges and universities across the country have recognized the consistently high levels of student achievement and academic excellence of the class of 2010 by offering scholarships to 152 students totaling over $8.3 million. I hope you will agree this is true evidence of their excellence as a class. The heart and soul of any program is its instructional staff. Shawnee Mission South is blessed with an exceptional faculty and staff. Please join me in applause as I ask our faculty to stand and be recognized. Thank you. I would also like to make special mention of our teachers who are retiring this year. Linda Barber, Mervat Ibrahim, Guy Malone, Daryl Metter, Joan Milroy, Ken Roper, Kathy Wood. Their loyalty and dedication have touched many lives, and they will be greatly missed at Shawnee Mission South. Please join me in recognizing these special individuals. A traditional award at Shawnee Mission South is the recognition of our top 10 academic students. This award is based on the cumulative high school grade point average. These students are members of a talented and competitive senior class. They bring honor to themselves and to their families by achieving the status of top 10. At this time, we are privileged to recognize Shawnee Mission South's 2010 top 10 seniors and present them with an honor cord and medallion signifying this outstanding achievement. As I read your names, we would like for you to come to the stage. The names will be read in alphabetical order and not necessarily in the order of the students standing in the class. I would like to ask Dr. Jean Johnson to assist in the presentation of the honor cords. Rachel Bernard. Yes. Alexander Foster. Mega Garg. Jennifer Gregory. Just keep going. Just keep going. Yeah. Stephen Haas. Irene Shi. Miles Simpson. Varsa Subramanian. Kavya Thiago-Rojan. And Michael Yaknis. Congratulations to all 10 of these students for their outstanding academic prowess for the last 4 years. Let's give them a round of applause again. With the presentation of our merit awards, we want to recognize a highly select group of seniors. To qualify for this award, a student must have earned a fourth-year scholarship pin, meaning that in each of their years at South, these students have achieved 7 semester grades of A with no grade below a B. He or she must have received recognition in at least 2 of the other 3 areas in which students participate at South: athletics, fine arts, and service. He or she must have received the highest recommendations in the areas of character and good citizenship from their teachers at Shawnee Mission South. This merit award is presented to less than 1% of the senior class. I am happy to announce that among this year's senior class, 4 students have been named recipients of the award, bringing honor to themselves and their families. I would like to ask Dr. Johnson to assist in the presentation of these awards, and as I read your name, please come across the stage. Varsha Subramaniam. Stephen Haas. Megan Murray. And Slade Burns. These 4 merit winners will be awarded $1,000 each to go towards their college education. This monetary award is compliments to the Shawnee Mission South Foundation and their generosity. Members of the Board of Education, ladies and gentlemen, the students who will be receiving their diplomas this evening have passed all of the requirements for graduation according to the laws of the state of Kansas and the Board of Education of the Shawnee Mission School District. I am pleased to present them to you for presentation of their diplomas. And now we ask the class of 2010, the 44th class to graduate from Shawnee Mission South High School, to prepare themselves for the presentation of diplomas.
Nada Abu Salim. Shara Baran Abvabi. Anthony J. Alanis Jr. Shanice Marche Allen. Molly Francis Allison. John Patrick Andrews. Alexis Elise Antrim. Jose Alberto Ariano. Robin Lee Aronson. Michelle Elizabeth Arnold. Jacob Edmund Ash. Ricky K. Ashley. Melissa Kelly Obie. Anthony M. Augustus. Bethany Marie Axe. Brett Nicole Baker. Meredith Celeste Banks. Michaela Marie Barnes. Jared Michael Basham. Hallie Marion Bauman. John Christian Beardall. Ethan Andrew Becker. Lucas Allen Bellamy. Luke Edward Bergner. Julio Cesar Bermudez. Rachel Brittany Bernard. Molly Berrigan. Ryan Basil Bingaman. Brittany Lee Blackburn. Gavin Bryce Blankenship. Jerron M. Block. Thomas Charles Bolton. Timothy Gerard Bontrager. Jeremy William Bowman. Sarah Emily Boxmeyer. Thomas David Branham. Leah Michelle Brantley. Janie Elizabeth Brotman. Preston Todd Breathauer. Martin Gerhardt Breyer. Keenan Sawyer Briggs. Matthew Schaefer Brooks. Charles Travis Brotherton. Amanda Marie Brown. Bradley Cameron Bryant. Alexander Michael Birch. Evan Michael Berkstead. Michael Slade Burns. Sarah Michelle Busby. Justin T. Bird. Andrew Benton Caldwell. Daniel James Camacho. Kurth Gerard Cannon. Bernardo Enrique Carrillo. Alec Case Holtke. Amanda Michelle Chain. Kenna Therese Chapman. Irene Amirani Chavez. Kathy Chang. Emily Grace Claudel. Haley Klein. Christine Marie Kleinsmith. Russell A. Kofer Haas. Dale Allen Colgrove. William Cody Collins. Catherine Lee Constant. Leandro Cortez. Mark Arthur Cope. Chanel Curry. Nicholas Edwin Zarnecki. Alyssa Brianna Daniels. Jonathan Keith Davis. Michael James Day. Peter Anthony Del Castillo. Anais Delgado. Olivia Scott Delmond. Rachel Ann DiStefano. Zachary James Donovan. William Joseph Dubois. Rebecca Marie Dunn. Andrew James Dusick. Elizabeth Ray Dye. Trevor Jason Eagleman. Shelby May Edwards. Ashley Nicole Eller. Lindsay Ray Elliott. Catherine Lee Evers. Sean Michael Fackrell. Scott Cooper Fagan. Danielle Lynn Falgren. Leah Marie Falaise. Emma Lorena Falcone. Jorge Carlos Falcone. Lorena Faze. Salma Ferdosi. Samuel Fike. Zachary Benjamin Finkelstein. Thomas R. Flaherty. Destiny Jetta Jordan Flores. Jeanette Louise Floyd. Luke Alexander Foyles. Alexander Thomas Foster. Jordan June Foster. Rayner Andrew Frederick. Yu Fu. Melanie K. Funk. Courtney Lee Gall. Mega Garg. Jeffrey Michael Blake Garrett. Gretchen Joanne Gilbreth. Christopher William Gilkerson. Logan Dominic Goff. Dalton Dakota Gomez. Kimsa Natasha Gomez. Victoria Lana Gordon. Sarah Louise Grafton.
Corey Marcus Green. Joshua Max Green. Jennifer Elise Gregory. Hannah E. Griska. Gordon Edward Guild III. Daniel A. Gurwell. Henry George Hake. Brian James Hagstrom. Marina Elise Haig. Muriel Simone Haig. Ian Christopher Hakes. Elizabeth Kelly Hallam. Jenny Hai Wan Ham. Jaleesa Renee Hampton. Hope Ryan Harkins. Matthew Alexander Harmon. Jason Jerome Harris. Shelby Aaron Harris. Heidi Jill Hartong. Stephen David Haas. Blake Thomas Heller. Matthew Arthur Cup Hennick. Emmanuel Hernandez Dominguez. Stephanie Marie Herrera. Stephen Thomas Hetro. Derek Michael Hilburn. Christopher Grant Hilton. Jenna Caitlin Hinshaw. Jack Roy Hockman. Michael R. Hoffman. Haley Sue Hooper. Jacob Brian Horsley. Miranda Danae Hood. Irene Shee. Suhey Huerta. Nicholas G. Hughes. Taylor William Hune. Jacob Aaron Hunter. Nikki Jafari. Sierra Renee Jenkins. Tyler Jenkins. Ricky Allen Jennings. Sue Jung Jo. Nicholas Grant Johnson. Samantha Ann Johnson. Jeffrey Brian Jones. Kristaps Kalita. Rachel Renee Kaplan. Evangelos Nikolos Karakousis. Peter Ivan Karanovich. Katie Ann Kelly. Cassandra Grace Kenny. Derek Patrick Kensinger. Alyssa Marie Kimura. Andrew Brent Klossmeyer. Tyler Andrew Clapper. Joshua Jamal Knowles. Jamie Kenton Knox. Aaron Risa Cohn. Amy Chadwick Kavarik. Catherine Irene Cry. Philip Joseph Swinehart Crow. DeAndre S. Kearney. Carl Kuchko. Daniel Ross Lamping. Caitlin Michelle Landis. Curtis Sutton Langley. Taylor Nathaniel LaRoche. Camille Janae Larson. Heather Marie Laurent. Caleb Gerard Lavender. Kristen Livedahl. Erica Lee Lemke. Peter Glenn Lepley. Yanis Lee. Brock Daniel Likens. Anthony Michael Linden. Kyle Matthew Little. Sophia Liu. Jeremy Alexander Lockett. Jose Miguel Lockwood. Jasmine Paige Lofton. Ashley Danielle Lewis. Courtney R. Loomis. Samuel Kenneth Lutz. Alex Dwayne Lynch. Joanna Marie Macias. Stanford Quinton Madden. Maximilian Martis. Ian Lee Marshall. Anthony Henry Martella. Roscoe Jesse Matthews Tweet. Patrick Kieran James May. Caleb Robert McCoy. Sarah Margaret McDonald. Antonio M. McFadden. Brendan M. Keegan. Evan Alexander McMicken. Ridgely Ann McQuitty. Libby Elise Bowman Medlock. Levi's Mendez. Matthew Gregory Mesco. Sani Meschi. Cooper Stephen Messenger. Aaron Jacob Miller. Madison Lee Miller. Marshall Herbert Miller. Nicole Evelyn Minardi. Shelby Elise Minton. Roland A. Mock. Brittany Felicia Chantel Mon. Jonathan Clark Monsees. Lucas Montgomery Soares. Ariane Renee Moore. Jack E. Moore.
Samantha Lynn Morrow. Stephanie Ann Morrow. Alex Jackson Moyer. Megan Kathleen Murray. Lindsay Lynn Morell. Mandy Sir Indicum Moffer. Kevin A. Nebeker. Wake C. Nelson. Adam Kenneth Olson. Jordan Elizabeth Olson. Patrick Charles Olson. Sydney Cornelius Olchin. Toby Lola Sandra Omadehinde. Andrew Michael Ott. Eric Vasquez Palafox. Nicholas Christopher Papa. Olivia Marie Parson. Carly Ann Parsons. Evan Jerome Pascal. Juan Carlos Peña. Jonathan Andrew David Peters. Erin Marie Phillips. Sebastian Piedrahita Perez. Tracy D. Pierce. Eric Michael Plum. Justine Podvin. Daniel Richard Poulter. Jacob Thomas Jeremiah Potter. Zachary Price. Benton Hodges Prill. Nicolette Michelle Prophet. Benjamin David Pruitter. Braxton Allen Quell. Erin Elizabeth Rand. Joshua Cheyenne Rao. Marcello Rava. Ethan Ferris Ray. Rebecca Nicole Ray. Carly Lauren Reese. Emily Margaret Relf. Alex Ricky Ann Richards. Sarah Jane Robinson. Lauren Mason Robinson Young. Facundo Luciano Rodriguez. Francisco Castillo Rodriguez. William K. Rogers. Anthony Gennaro Rojas. Viviana Romo. Marche Elise Ross. Andrew Kevin Russell. Lindsay M. Russell. Kazuto Sato. Rebecca Ann Saunders. Lauren Elizabeth Shawwecker. Brett James Sneller. Alan Forbes Schroeder II. Lauren Suzanne Schwam. David Alexander Scott. Melody Margaret Sipe. Nathan Mark Shaw. Paul T. Shoemaker. Carson E. Shook. Catherine Maxine Sifkin. Andrew Heath Siegel. Karen Sierra. Johnny Frank Signorelli. Christina Ann Marie Lava Simpson. Miles Douglas Simpson. Quashawn Raymond Simpson. Narinder Singh. Hannah Kathleen Sinnott. Leah Storm Sinnott. Elizabeth K. Saitis. Timothy David Skillen. Brittany Hope Smith. Justin Lee Smith. Tane Alexander Smith II. Jordan Francis Sova. Jason Matthew Spengel. Lauren Madison Sperry. William Sadler Spradling. Brandon Eugene Stacker. Andrew Stevens. Judith Elizabeth Suarez. Varsha Subramaniam. Stella Sheridan Sudicum. Johannes Swanepoel. Maria Gabriela Tubuada. Kyle Evan Tapp. Benjamin Aiden Taylor. Jose Tipole. Kaviamol Theogragen. Sarah A. Tenberg. Olivia Tolson. Camille Toman. Diego Toto. Connor A. Tubising. Joshua Torello. Rachel Lee Vavracek. Elena Viveras. Caitlin Ann Vose. Veronica Arilee Wade. Alexander Joseph Walasek. Napualani Nicole Walker. Taylor Ryan Warnick. Jessica Ray Warnstaff. Alexander J. Weber. Anthony James Watley. Jordan Richard White. Marissa Galen White. Brandon James Witten. Finya Vieben. Kathy Wiesen. Robert Edward Williams. Zachary Sean Williamson. Brett Lawrence Wilson. Andrew Lawrence Winkler. John Connor Woolcott. Mikhail Yaknis. Deidre R. Young. Samir Adam Yusuf. And Nicholas Michael Zook.
Good job, bud. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job, everybody. If you would please stand and join our choir members in singing the school song.
To Shawnee Mission South as Raiders honor thee. May all in kingship and friendship stand in thy fraternity. Let green and gold of Raiders both proclaim thy loyalty, so the world may know where we go, that Raiders we ever shall be.
Our farewell message this evening will be given by Victoria Gordon, daughter of Bridget and Christopher Gordon.
Congratulations. We are no longer Shawnee Mission South students, we are alumni. As I look out and see all of you sitting in identical caps and gowns, I can't help but think of us as a large family. In every family, people argue, complain, and don't like each other at other times. But at the end of the day, a family knows they can come back to a place called home, a place where they are welcomed and loved. Our home has been Shawnee Mission South. Our lives here have differed greatly, but the class of 2010 is unforgettable. We are a class of talented artists, athletes, and scholars. We have accomplished many goals, and our legacy will continue long after we leave. For some, your time here may have been the best of your life, while others can't wait to leave. But Shawnee Mission South has had an impact on every single person here. One day, we will come back to these halls and see some of our past teachers and think back on the times of basketball games, assemblies, and of course, gotcha. We've spent this year missing the past, but wanting the future. Many years we have pondered this day, but now it is hard to fathom that it is actually here. During our journey, we learned many lessons, that friends are important, hard work pays off, and maturity comes with age. It's strange to think of ourselves as adults, but I think we're ready, and I hope you do too. I wish for all of you to find your passion, and when you do, don't hesitate to explore it. And remember, never let anyone tell you it's impossible. At one point in time, it was impossible to fly to the moon. Thank you.
Thank you, Victoria. And finally, to you students, before I declare you official graduates of Shawnee Mission South, know that we recognize the hard work in the classroom and in all aspects of your school life for the past 4 years that has brought you to this evening. In a very small way, this is our opportunity to say thank you. This is your night. Enjoy it. And take our wishes that this high school degree may be but one part of a rich and rewarding life for all of you. I wish each one of you the very best for a stellar future. Class of 2010, I now declare you graduates of Shawnee Mission South High School. At this time, will the faculty and graduates in the last rows please begin the recessional? Thank all of you for coming out tonight and have a wonderful evening.